A Miami firefighter has been fired after posting a rant on Facebook that was treated the death of a police officer who was killed in the line of duty incredibly callously, outraged many in the community and many obviously police officers as well. And I'll let you be the judge of your reactions to that post. The Thursday post was in response to the loss of, which criticized police officers in general, circulated in social media as the South Florida law enforcement community was mourning the loss of Cesar Echeverri, who was shot in the head during a shootout with an armed robbery suspect and died Wednesday evening. So that is rough. But this firefighter took to Facebook and wrote the following. Who cares about another dead cop, probably against gun control? They didn't give a blank when kids were dying in that school shooting. They stood outside. Cops exist for government to exercise its monopoly on violence. They want the whole world to stop when one of theirs goes down. How many idiots I had to transport with honor guard their dead bodies from coronavirus because they were all too stupid to wear masks or get vaccinated. All cops are for is for protecting rich property owners and the status quo. Everything else is a farce. Blank the police, which I think we all know what that blank is. A little bit more on this firefighter himself. Miami Fire Chief Joseph Zahralban said Friday afternoon it was a firefighter who was responsible for the post. Zahralban and the department refused to name the fire employee a 9-year firefighter veteran who was Kevin Newcomb, who actually in an email to the Miami Herald admitted that it was him. He wrote the screed and he did apologize to the public and the fire department and said he regretted making the statements. Kevin Newcomb obviously does not have his job anymore, but he did write this. He said, I'm writing to apologize for the statements that have been circulating that I made earlier this week with some friends in a private chat. I sincerely apologize to those closest to Officer Echeverri who have been made to feel more pain because of my words, and I wish I could take them back. Okay, so I wanna just caveat that this may not have been a public post, it might have been a private message. But again, that can be screenshot, it can be leaked, etc. Dan, some thoughts on this because there are parts of his screed I don't disagree with.
Yeah, I think from what I understand, it looks to be a screenshot of a message that someone, whoever's in the group chats, needs to be kicked out to stop leaking chats. They leaked it out on public and then a lot of people saw it. And then, yeah, it went viral on social media and a lot of people's responses was basically my first response, which was based. It was like, great, right? Like saying like the police only exist to protect property and all that lamenting of fire department first responders who took in officers who were posting about COVID denialism and saying that the vaccine was a hoax. Yes. I mean, on the one hand, I think, especially in a private conversation that you're supposed to believe is not supposed to be public, I don't understand. Like, I can totally believe that you don't make this sort of case immediately after a police officer dies, right? But in privacy, you have free speech. You're allowed to make these kinds of comments if you feel they resonate with them or you like have some direct connection to it. As he says, like the emotional impact of taking all of these COVID deniers to their graves probably hits on a lot. I know for a fact, knowing a lot of first responders, it hits on a lot of people. Yeah. So I think the statements that are made in there, taken out of a vacuum, I think hold a lot of resonance and a lot of power. And it's amazing to see like someone who's supposed to like a former first responder who deals a lot in the realm of these police kind of just say that and come out openly. That's how a lot of the public hears. It maybe wasn't the best time during, this recent shooting right here where it seemed like be pretty gruesome here, but these are thoughts that are said. And you'll note that the free speech police on the right who recently decided that they're against law enforcement are not going to be defending this guy's free speech at any point soon. I can guarantee that.
No. And we know that cops protect private property over people's lives time and time again. Meanwhile, firefighters rush into buildings that are straight up on fire and have to save people. That is their one job and that is their one goal. And it is also very dangerous. So far in 2022, 69 firefighters have died, according to the US Fire Administration. And yes, 129 federal, state, and tribal law enforcement officers have also died in the line of duty, so almost twice as much. But again, it is both put their lives on the line, and we're not here to necessarily, value one life over the other more. But let's be real, we hear a lot of horrible stories coming out of the police departments, and we don't hear the same horror stories coming out of fire departments. So take that for what you will. Obviously, yeah, I mean, he's been watching some YouTube shows. He's been doing some reading. He's been doing his Howard Zinn and Noam Chomsky and Alex Vitale and other abolitionist readings.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.